I'm gonna.
So Tony Ferguson decided to make weight even after the April 18 card was canceled. Now some would suggest that that was a complete waste of time, but not former Navy SEAL, ultra marathon runner, ultra distance cyclist, triathlete, and author David Goggins.
What statement are you making? The psychology of savagery. I wasn't the best runner, but what I did was I found the work schedules out of my competition, and I made sure they saw me running day and night. I tried to get in their fucking heads. I got a video the other day of this UFC fighter, Ferguson. This motherfucker weighs in, and the UFC is fucking canceled. He wasn't just weighing in. He was getting the fucking head of his opponents. What he did was this. He wanted you to remember his fucking hands and elbows slice you the fuck up. Remember this. Stay hard at all times. Savagery.
Well, I can't argue with that, but I can highly recommend his book, Can't Hurt Me. The audiobook is even better. So the UFC has officially named the May 9th card. You guessed it, UFC 249. Minus Khabib Nurmagomedov, that is. It's still Tony Ferguson versus Justin Gaethje headlining the card.
My name is Khabib. I am not coronavirus.
This is #1 bullshit.
The good thing about this is giving Justin Gaethje a few more weeks to prepare for Tony Ferguson. To those that think they're impervious to COVID-19 because they're young and in good health, maybe tell that to former Bellator welterweight champion and current UFC fighter Lyman Good. Good is the first fighter on the UFC's roster to come forward after testing positive for COVID-19. He was originally scheduled to fight at UFC 249 but pulled out due to injury, then later revealed it was because he tested positive for the disease and wanted to self-quarantine to protect those around him. See? Even the American cyborg is susceptible to COVID-19. Good has since tested negative for the disease and is ready to get back in there.
At its worst, just curious, like what were the worst symptoms? What was the worst that you experienced?
Weakness, and just like a hard time breathing. It wasn't, honestly, I don't want to make it sound like it was horrible. For me, I handled, my body handled it the way it did, and everyone's handling it different.
Right.
For me, really, it was just the weak feeling. Like my body just did not want to listen to me. I think that was, out of all the symptoms, the one that stood out the most to me.
Amanda Nunes pulls out of her May 9th title fight versus Felicia Spencer. She says she's gonna fight, but just it's not a good time right now and wants to let everything settle. That way she can at least have a full fight camp. Felicia Spencer no doubt is disappointed in the cancellation of her title fight versus Amanda Nunes, but is confident that the fight will take place in early June. Spencer said she got told late Friday night that the fight was off. I was definitely disappointed because when you get a date, you work to be ready. In my head, I was preparing to fight in 3 weeks. We've been jumping through hoops to be ready, doing things on my own. I was ready to get the fight done and go along my way. It was disappointing that it would be extended, Spencer said to BJPenn.com. It's also not extended to the point where I can just relax. It's just a few more weeks, like another month. Maybe I'm 6 weeks out, maybe I'm 7 weeks out. It's not that far away that I can just pull back. It is going to be an extended camp. I'll be training for this fight for like 11 weeks now. What makes it more difficult for Felicia Spencer is the fact that she doesn't know when the fight will happen. She jumped into this fight camp immediately following her UFC Norfolk win, so she says this delay will have a negative impact on her body. So how do you feel about Amanda Nunes pulling out just a few weeks prior to the fight? You think that was the right thing to do considering what's going on? Or do you think maybe she should have just stuck with it and then fought and defended her title? If you enjoyed this video, make sure to overhand right the like button and uppercut the 4-ounce Fight Fan logo. And until next time, thanks for watching.